Hey, Cynthia, thank you very much for joining Ignition.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, all the way from LA.
Yes, in Southern California, we are in the mountains.
Wow. Cynthia, by birth itself, you have gone through a particular syndrome.
Yes.
Take us through that. Take us through that pain that you have gone through.
Yes. Well, I was born with Treacher-Collins syndrome. It's a craniofacial condition, and I've had over 20 reconstructive plastic surgeries replacing facial features I was born without, my cheekbones, my chin, and I'm also pending a second major jaw reconstruction surgery to open my airways so I can breathe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been a lifelong process, something I was born with, and that just comes with a lot of medical challenge, which thankfully, most in part, I've been able to overcome them.
Wow. So did that affect your health for sure? Did it affect your mindset?
Oh yes, 100%. I came from a very dark childhood, and in that childhood was a lot of physical, mental, and emotional abuse. But on top of that, there was no concept of health. So navigating through all these surgeries and everything, my physical and my mental state was in poor stances. So
Mm-hmm.
I basically had to go through this process of and also going to school and getting bullied. Having all those components really affected my mentality and my physical health, without a doubt.
Yeah. So who were there to support you? Was it your family or somebody else?
As a child, I kind of navigated to neighbor homes. I had a lot of older influences in my life and teachers. They were my mentors. I really didn't get the support from home. And I was really lost for
Mm-hmm.
years
Mm-hmm.
until I met my husband over 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I was really able to find that level of support that I needed in my life,
Mm-hmm.
because I had always wanted love and acceptance and all these things, but I wasn't able to accomplish that. For one, my mindset was poor, but for two, my health was very poor, which directly affects your mindset. When you're not eating or nourishing your body, and when you're taking 14 daily prescription drugs like I was, you're a chemical induced robot. So I just was very unhappy, very unsuccessful, and I just couldn't get through anything.
Wow. One of my question, Cynthia, is how did you gain that strength to the person that you are today? We're not going to speak about what you are today, but before, let's speak about what you went through. So you went through a lot of struggles. So how did you gain that sort of strength?
I would definitely say the beginning of my marriage, I was able to finally start that process of loving and accepting myself, because I had a man who loved me. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a big component in a lot of our lives, finding that love that we crave, especially when you go through circumstances of bullying and just getting a lot of the surgeries that I got, even though many of them were medically necessary. I kind of was addicted to it in a way too, because I wanted to be what the beautiful girls I saw in those magazines. I mean, and those are detrimental to look at just in itself. Didn't help my confidence. It made me want something more and not realize that, hey, it's okay to love myself. I mean, for years I hid my ears. I wore my hair down. It wasn't probably about 4 years ago I started wearing it up comfortably around my husband. I mean, I was drowned in these insecurities. And and the stares too, when you go out into the public eye and people, they look at you differently. And so it really kind of dampens your ability to love yourself. But I was able to finally get over that and work through the mindset, all of it. And our partners, Craig and Jenny D, they're international wellness experts. They really have been working with us on mindset and the nutritional aspect of us eating organic plant-based foods and eliminating prescriptions from our lives completely, just 100%, my life is completely changed.
Cynthia, there are people who compare themselves with others. What is your advice to them?
Well, I think we all do that. We all look at an image in a magazine, in a book, on TV. You see actresses, roles that you so very want to be a part of, and you know your neighbor could be gorgeous in your eyes. So that's kind of a detrimental habit in itself. I used to do it all the time. We're all guilty of it. We all get into this this head frame where we want to be a certain person, a certain image, because we're not feeling worthy ourselves. We don't love ourselves. We don't accept ourselves. And that's something, you know, what I really figured once cleaning our diet and getting rid of the prescription drugs, I was able to really begin loving and accepting myself, because there's no right way to really do that when you're poisoning your body.
Absolutely, absolutely. How important is loving yourself? I'll repeat that question once again. How important is loving yourself?
Loving yourself is majorly important. I mean, because it's really opens the doors of just empowerment. You're able to see through to your own abilities. We all have unique skills, talents, and we need to capitalize on those. Our weaknesses can be easily turned into strengths. We just have to see and tune into ourselves and be conscious of what we're able to do.
Wow. Now, today, you and your husband, you travel around. You just came from central USA right now to LA. And you and your husband, you do a lot of motivation. What is the motivation style that you use to inspire others?
Well, my husband both of us were disabled, and we advocate to the disability communities, the military communities, and even outside. We started doing totally immersion wellness retreats with international wellness experts, Craig and Jenny D. And we've been going in there and teaching high-profile clients how to cook, how to follow the blue zones method, which is there's 5 blue zones in the world. And there's only one in the United States, and that's in California, Loma Linda, California, where people live to be over 100. And there's a certain process to follow, and that's treating your body like a temple. So we go in there and we give them nutritional knowledge about organic foods, plant-based foods, how to cook, and mindset is also put into all of that.
Wow. Do you believe that you are a champion?
Yes.
Give me three points. Why do you believe that you're strong and you're a champion, so that your answer could motivate and inspire my audience?
I believe I'm a champion because I've taken the necessary steps to really figure out who I am inside. I haven't allowed other opinions to bring me down. I mean, granted, before I allowed everyone to bring me down. I let looks and stares and judgments, all of that brought me down. But now I'm able to just push forward without even acknowledging that. If someone looks at me differently, I don't have to pay attention. It doesn't bother me anymore. And that's really important to do. Third thing is my relationships. I surround myself with people who positively motivate me, who support me, who love me, who aren't judgmental. And, you know, my husband and I, we found this completely renewed relationship with ourselves just by surrounding ourselves with amazing people.
Wow, very strong story. Ladies and gentlemen, Cynthia Murphy.